Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. My sweet buttercup of love. I forgot water, my love. Okay, sorry. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. And I'm going to jump on in here to Bitcoin, taking a bit of a beat down, 59,740. Actually, no, getting a bit of a pump here, actually. Let's go back. Let's get into that. Actually, pumping hard, might I add. Frazzled there, my wife. Hope everything's okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Bitcoin getting the pump of a lifetime here. Let's take a look at it. Unbelievable. Took a move here. You know, I was at a long, came up. You know, I would suggest taking profits because we lost the 200 MA on the one minute. Is everything okay? Okay. I was so nervous. And then we get this stop hunt down, right? And then this massive ejection to the upside for Bitcoin. Huge move for Bitcoin. Let's talk about it. Let's kind of break down the trade that I made last night and kind of what I was looking at. And if you watch my channel or you're going over what I was looking at, I was watching the 2-hour time frame and suggesting that the 2-hour was looking pretty bullish for a move to the upside. And even when I put it out, I thought it was strange, but I saw what's called the Sammy Cup and Handy suggesting that we get a beautiful move here to the upside for Bitcoin. And that's kind of exactly what we saw and what we started seeing happening right now. 1 second, I'm breaking out into profuse sweat. I got it. Yeah. My goodness. Sorry, just out of nowhere, just boom. All right, so Bitcoin gets the major pump. Now, I was in a long and I did sell. Kind of look back, I'm like, dang, but no idea we were going to make a move that big that fast. You know what I mean? At the same time, beautiful call. If anyone jumped in on the trading group, now let me just kind of take a look at that and show you kind of what I was looking at last night, because it was one of my oddest calls of my life. I'll be honest, like things look pretty strange and most people weren't really bullish. But you know, I'm buying this breakout on the 2-hour, right? A few reasons. The 1-hour got back above the 200 MA and I see momentum in the Stokes in the 2-hour time frame. It looked to me like the 2-hour was going to bounce off that 200 and make a move to the upside. The target there is 61,005, which is that weekly supported resistance. I gave this at 8:15 last night, so you got to be in the trading group, right? Something you won't be able to see live here. And if you had taken that call, you're in fat gains right now, right? And you can see exactly what happened here. We'll show you the before. There's your before with the entry and everything. Stop loss right there. We would not ever go back to that stop. And we would pump beautifully to the upside. Bitcoin continuingly to crush those shorts. And if you got a piece of it, congratulations. I got a piece of that move. I didn't get the whole thing, but I got a nice little piece of it, and I'm bullish on that move. And look, there's a bit of a flag there forming on the smaller time frames. And if we look up, we got liquidity to the upside. You know, it's a chunkier. Still got this guy hanging down at 47,000, but a lot of times that's a forgotten order. The biggest red right now is 61,000, suggesting we go up another, you know, basically $1,000 here for Bitcoin. What had me a little sketchy is we were away from that 21. We took this little nip. We bounced off that 50, and boom. We will eventually have to come touch this 21 on the 1-hour time frame. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, but it's going to happen, man. But we'll see, you know. We did get this beautiful move, though. What a move. And again, the 15-minute above the 200 MA with a bullish, see that? That golden cross coming. You front run that golden cross, baby. And then if you look at the 1 minute, it likely got above the 200 MA for probably 1 minute right there. And that's when I opened up my trades. I just wasn't able to see that there. We were starting the live stream. I was getting in the shower. And of course, you know, I missed that. It's okay. I got a bot running, not on this exact thing, but the bot will make gains. But this suggests that we could go higher here for the day. When the trend is in your friend and everything seems okay, I kind of just keep flagging out the 1 minute time frame and stick to the 1 minute. So I would stick to the 1 minute, see if we can make a flag here for a possible continuation to the upside. A golden cross coming. Let that 21 come back to price action. Tells me we could go the length of the pole here. And that gives me about 61,000, 61,000 even, 60,999. So this could be the next move here for Bitcoin on the day. Tuesday. This is Wednesday, right? I don't even know what's going on anymore. No, it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, September 17th. We got a full moon tonight too as well for Bitcoin. Fitting that it would attempt to break out here to the upside. So just kind of giving us the next idea for the trade as I'm watching the 1 minute time frame for a continuation to the upside here for BTC. All right. We're going to jump on into another chart as we let that cook. All right. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You're awesome. Everyone is awesome. We love you. We thank you so much for your constant viewership and support. It means the world to me. All right. If you're in the trading group, you're in massive gains right now on that long. So love is love, my friends. Love is love. If I could find my phone and adjust this lighting just a touch, get everything ready here. Let's take a look here. All right, yeah. I've got it now. A big concept of today is Ethereum dead, and it's kind of a joke to me. I don't think Ethereum is dead, but a lot of people are saying it is. Whales are dumping the ecosystem. We're going to take a look at ETHBTC. We're going to have a bit of a talk about Ethereum. We don't talk about it much here on the channel. Who here wants to talk about Ethereum? Who here doesn't care? Put a 1 if you want to talk. Put a 2 if you don't care. Actually, let's run a poll. Do you care about ETH? This is scary. I've never run a poll. Yes or no? Do you care about ETH? Let's see what people say. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't even want to assume what people are going to say. I'm going to hide that poll until I take a look at it later. I can't believe, I don't even know what people are going to say. I'm very interested. Let's take a look at Bitcoin USD all-time history index. Nice, beautiful pump for Bitcoin going to 60,000. That thing is just mean and clean right now. Ripping to the upside for wow. Just what a beautiful move for Bitcoin. And again, if you just buy when the 1 minute breaks in, you're in for that long haul. Sammy, third biggest ETH. You're funny. Shout out to Tony Rosas in the house. Blessings on blessings. Okay, so let's get rid of these moving averages. Let's take a look at our weekly candle. And let's take a little gander here at our friend BTC on the weekly. So the stochastics say a big move is coming for Bitcoin. It's on the way to the upside. We have bottomed out and it's over. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to go on a limb here and say it's very likely that Bitcoin has bottomed here. And we're on our way, but you never know. We got to take it, as a trader, I really can't. Once I do that, I could get wrecked. But I'll tell you, there's a few reasons why I see a big move coming. This looks as bad as it is. Bit of a double bottom here for the win, That's got a measured move, same as the daily. Similar idea on that daily, but that brings you to 82,000. I see this as a falling wedge. One that could break to the upside here. Bitcoin did this exact pattern like 2019 and ripped out of it, out of control. It won't be the first time we've seen it many times. So, I believe there's a bit of a pattern here. But again, one step at a time. One step at a time. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't be that far south there. I shouldn't be that far over there. I feel like my camera gets moved at night or something. It's so weird. There we go. Because I like being here, and that's more like it. Sorry about that. I appreciate you saying something, because this is what I like it to be, nice and perfect. I actually like this to be kind of the length of the exact banner there. It makes it neat. And then I can sneak in here on the corner and get nice and busy there. Right? right? Like my daughter, right? So the weekly above 60,000, Bitcoin just beaming to the upside. Just want to look at the smaller time frame that we let cook. I mean, this thing looks like it's just going to go on a tear. It would be a momentumous uptrend here. And, ETF inflows, more and more people, and remember when I bought that fear back? I mean, that $5,000 Bitcoin and then all the little 1,015, I think I bought almost a quarter Bitcoin down there. And, I'm going to look back on these times and every time I see it go down into the fear, my mind says, Sam, have a 5-year outlook and remember, if you stockpile every time you go down here, you're going to be a good man for yourself. Like this is what you're going to, you're going to be in a good spot. And so I stick to that. All right. And that is what it is. Look at that. Atom at 414 up 444%. Funny. The fours. But look, fear is at 33. I mean, it's a good place for me to DCA. I like that area for DCAing into BTC. So could we continue to the upside here out of this wedge to the target at 74,000 all the way to 74,600, 74,500 for Bitcoin? I mean, it looks like it could happen. So far, so good. What do we want to see on the weekly candle? Well, on Sunday night, we want to make sure we close above 59,250. Number one. We'd like to push it. We'd like to get above 61.5. So a weekly candle above 61.5 would produce a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. All right? Boom. We close above 61,500. I'll be whistling Dixie. It'd be a very bullish thing para me. All right? So, and there you have it. Wow, Bitcoin pumping huge to the upside, not taking any names here. Massively just destroying the game. You almost have to get to the smaller time frame. It's down to that 5-second chart again. It's one of those days. Hold on 1 second. It's a 30-second. Yeah, it was a 30-second day. 21-day moving average touching. This thing could get so busy up to 60. This could go to the target right now, 61,227. They want to rock these shorts here. And look at, there's all that liquidity to the upside on BOOKMAP. Link in BOOKMAP in the description. I am kicking my sell now a little bit, but hey, I'm still grateful for every gain in which I make. My short got destroyed today. Man. I mean, that's why I was posting longs, and I had a long going there on that 2-hour time frame. Before I went to bed, I told the whole group I'm long. Had I just stayed in that long, I'd be up huge right now. But it's okay. No woulda, coulda, shouldas. It is what it is. We did what we did. A little bit of bearish div now. I am watching the 30-second chart because it's vicious. When price action moves very, very fast, the 1 minute sometimes isn't even good enough. This looks like it's going to continue to murder. Continue to just go through these shorts hard. Bang. I remember I kept saying I believe the bottom was in for a lot of coins. For the altcoins ready to move. Altcoin season could be at hand here. When it flips fast. Next thing you know, the whole market continues to grow and people are like, what's happening? And, September 17th, look at that, 60,300 for Bitcoin. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in. And that 2-hour time frame is beginning to moon. Switch to that 5-day chart, looking very bullish. 3 white soldiers, and we're super low on the stochastics. Sammy sees a move here to the upside. The 3-day chart looking very bullish to me. That bullish pin bar, flip this candle green, and we are going to make 3 white soldiers again. We'll see what happens. That closes tonight. I'd like to see that close green tonight at 9 hours and 33 minutes. That's a big deal. And then the daily looks like it's going to close bullish engulfing. Flip on the moving averages, and it's all about, when I said you're going to come back to the 21. This is how we play the 15-minute all the time, back to the 21-day moving average. And if that flag prevails and we continue with the bullish engulfing candle, I mean, that's got you a measured move back at least up to the 200 MA. We flip the 200 MA, we are gone. Baby, gone. 12-hour 22 look bullish, as I said, right? And the 8-hour scooping. And so there's just, bullishness in the air here. The 4-hour looking absolutely lovely, breaking the 2 to May. And I talked about, remember, when you could short it, our short was right there. You can long it the same way. Once you break the 2 to May, enter along the long haul, and this thing is gone, baby, gone to the upside. Boom. Right? Stop loss like right there. I like to be close. It's a little hot now. If there's a bit of a pullback, that would be nice. We may get it, we may not. If not, okay, so be it. You know what I mean? There's other ways to get it in. We can wait for flags in the 1 minute. Wow, up to 391 now. Bitcoin continuing to just absolutely tear faces off. This is what we call just a, wow, this is one of the biggest candles we've had on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour since the 13th of September. And really, those 2 big candles are the biggest ones all month, really, on the 1 hour time frame. I mean, that is a massive move. I'll tell you what, I don't like how far we are from the 21. It's suggesting that we will come back down violently. If you're in a long, it would probably behoove me, if I'm out already out of the trades. But if I was in a long, I don't know. It says there's going to be a nasty pullback. Whenever we gap away from the 21-day moving averages in a violent manner, we usually come right back down to them pretty fast. I wouldn't be surprised if the 7-minute comes back to 59.5. Although I thought we were going to do it there, and there, but eventually we will do it. It's only a matter of time, right? That's probably going to be your top there with the bearish div on the 1 minute time frame. 60,005 was the last hot top. We went to the same area here. We kind of double topped. I remember hitting this key zone before. Right here, right? About 60,432. Could not get back above. And right there, we hit this high moment at 60,642, only to come back down again too, right? And look at that massive dump to the downside on that 7-minute, because when you gap away for the 21, you're likely to get them further back to the downside. Okay. Who's been extremely bullish on Bitcoin since last month's bottom? One midge about to touch the 21 finally. Master friend Michael Saylor. Bitcoin and Bitcoin L2's this bull run. DeFi is coming to the mother chain in more ways than one. It is. Fractal Bitcoin will be big. GOAT. There's going to be a bunch of different things happening on Bitcoin. That's going to be amazing. And it's going to be big. And there's going to be plays in Bitcoin. I still have, my Ordi. I'm still heavily invested in BRC20. I still got Orange, right? That Orange Pill app, I believe that's going to blow up. People don't realize all the work we did a year ago, 18 months ago, 10 months ago, 6 months ago, it seems to have gone to nil. A lot of people probably came in, learned that stuff, saw, a lot of the coins went up and come back down and said, oh, that's over. But the tech has not changed. All the research I did has not changed. A lot of that hot sauce is still on the table. So, I'm just saying, like, there's action out here in this market for sure. Bang, bang, bang. Bitcoin getting a beautiful pump to the upside. Absolutely lovely. And then pulling back as suggested down to 60,100. This is the all-time history index, so it's going to be a little lighter. But yeah, 60,140. And how can you tell when it's going to dump? Well, the 7-minute. Look how far away that is from the 21-day moving average. You see? Whenever I'm in a long and I start gapping, I just know we're going to come back to that puppy. And people are like, what time frame? I'm like, every time frame. And they're like, what, huh? And that's the most confusing thing about the moving averages. It takes years to figure them out because your mind can't even really conceptualize what I'm trying to teach you about them until you understand how they move over time. What I could do is explain how I use them and show you. Most people look in complete shock and say you're out of your mind. But I could explain how they work and show you. And, and then you yourself can kind of watch as it happens in succession, So if we are to be bullish, we could come back, hit the 21, and then continue to pump. Stochastics will likely reset to the downside. So we took you from the weekly all the way back down here. And what a massive move here for Bitcoin. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful move. I was seeing the 2 hour looked very bullish with the stochastics. Now you're away from the 21, huge pump. Likely going to be some type of sideways action or pullback, in my humble opinion. Planning to buy Caspa memes. I mean, I got some Caspa memes. I got some Nacho. I probably would like to get more. Right? But I'm one of the cool kids on the block. I mean, I only have 3.8 mil. I'd like a lot more, you know. I don't know what the price is and all that. And where do you look up the price of all this stuff? You go to Casplex. Does that show the price though? Okay. Okay. How do I get this to it on eBay? Right? Caspa has been doing well, but Brett has lost a lot. Yeah. Waiting for the next long. Let's go, baby lifer forever. God bless you, man. Yeah. How do I get this 21 MA white line? You just go to the MAs and put on MA. Yeah. Up here. MA. I like 5 MA. And then you can put in the 21. Right there, 5 MA. And then on 5 MA, you're going to be putting in, you want to trade with the big boys. But the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. Take a screenshot. White, red, purple, blue, and yellow. And there you have it. And when the moving averages get tight, it tells me there's a move coming. So in the 2 hour, when the stochastics are pointing and the moving averages are tight, falling wedge, it told me there was likely going to be a move. So that's why when I was looking at my trading group, I said, man, this looks hot to me. And I'm buying the breakout on the 2 hour. And I usually don't buy breakouts. I was a little late on the move there, but I saw a continuation. Look how the Stokes were curving. Look how the RSI had broken the moving average. All right, and if the MACD was showing, which it wasn't, it would have been curving up too. And the moving average is starting to get very close. You see that? You can kind of front run the fact that they're getting very close. Above a point of control in the VRVP. You saw very bullish signs, and a falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. And there was bullish div on the 1 hour time frame. All right, and the 1 hour was above the 200 as well. Everything looked bullish to me for a continuation. All right. Now look, Bitcoin collapsing just as I told you it would. How does he know? Because this is all I do. Every single day, I watch price action move, gap for the 21, come back to the 21. Pretty, Now, there's no guarantees. It could make a sideways. We don't know what it's going to do. That's why I always draw 2 charts, and I call this the Twisted Sister. Because it could go either way. All right? It's a little joke. I mean, wasn't that a band? Both my sisters are lovely. I do not have a Twisted Sister. Going to be looking at the adding funds to my futures account today. This is... I mean, I would do demo until you get a hold on it. There's no need to run, You got 22 million cash. So if you retire on that, I'll be a billionaire then. You got 22 million. Yeah, God bless you, man. Yeah. Twisted Sister was a band. Yeah, exactly. So look, we're coming back to the 21 as suggested here. Told you exactly how to sell the local top if you were in the trade. Exactly. I mean, that's a high stochastic 7 minute. 7 minute is my go-to time frame. And look, you're going to reset. And you can see where about 59.3. BOOKMAP still got the 61,000 level. We may get there later. Not a lot of liquidity to the downside unless it gets shoot all the way to 48,000, which is unlikely right now. Anything is possible. But we did just get rejected by 60,005, and we got rejected hard yet again. Didn't even get there, 60,400, right? But to me, it's a game of cat. Other people are looking at, numbers and games and the news and who said this and who said what, right? And I'm just looking at 21-day moving average capping away, right? How do you know if the MA were over the chart? I don't know what he's saying, yeah. I'm asked because I watched all right, man. I love you. and we thank you. I've done it many times. I don't want to do it again because I love CryptoFace, and I don't ever want to look disrespectful. But I'll show you that the way me and him trade are basically exactly the same. Okay, that's why if you ever catch him in a long, I'm likely long. If you catch him in a short, like I see 80% of the time, and I don't even check him all the time. I don't have the time, and I'm so focused on what I'm doing. I'm not trying to be rude. You know, I jump into his streams when I can. But I see his posts on Twitter, and I'll see he's like, I'm long now, and I'm not, like I was long last night, and then I woke up this morning, he was long. So, all right. Can you elaborate on Fetch? I mean, Fetch is awesome. Okay, Fetch is great because it's ASI, and it's involved with the genius that's intertangled in cryptocurrency, and that could be the next big play for sure. So I have bags of Fetch. AGIX2, you know, I never knew they were going to merge, but maybe I guess subconsciously I was ahead of the game because I had pretty big bags. They actually might combine Fetch and AGIX, maybe some of my biggest bags, honestly, if you put them together. So they'd rival my Solana bag, maybe even be bigger, you know. Sorry, yeah. So we're watching the 1 minute now, which wants to get busy. I mean, see that aggressive stochastic? Like MACD, you see, you're looking for this. Whenever you're looking to trade, you're looking for this, and this. If you can see that on the 1 hour, the daily, man, it's likely we're going to get a big move to the upside. That's like seeing money flow to the upside, okay? Okay, market, yeah. What would be the target for ONDO in the bull run, Sammy? You know, I'm looking for ONDO. It's a good question. We'll take a look at it later. If you hang on, I'll give you guys a target for ONDO. All right. Any thoughts on Maze, Sammy? I haven't looked at it in a long time. I'd have to double check on that. I mean, Bitcoin says it wants to go to 61,000. And suggesting that a move to the upside is coming. And it's going to take no prisoners. Chance that this long will prevail here to 61.8 right there. And this would be kind of the day's bigger move. A bunch of people just went short right now thinking they got this. There is that gap, and it looks likely. It could suck a lot of people in. What would get me to miss the short or stop the short? I mean, looks like it could do it. 7 minutes seem to have bounced there off support. Could go sideways, pull in the 21, and continue a move to the upside as well. Started using indicators you're using recently, and they are great. Also try the VWAP now, which I also found. I mean, the more the merrier sometimes, but honestly, at one point, you're going to start stripping off indicators and using just a few. For instance, I use one indicator, and I'm very good with just one indicator. And I found when I had any other indicator on that indicator, I miss out on some of the biggest moves of my life. So I just trade, you know, one thing and one thing only. Of course, it can be missed, but it's okay. I'm not saying this is a definite long, and I'm not saying I'm going long, so I want to pull out that long because I don't want people thinking, oh, he's going to long that right now. I'm just saying there's tons of liquidity up there. I'm attempting to see how price action is going to get us there. Like, how do you suggest we're going to get up to 61,000, you know? And again, just because it's there doesn't mean we're going to get there. So that's what I do. I see the liquidity, then I build a story for myself that makes sense. Like, are we getting to that? Are we really going to get there? Is that what's going to happen here? You see what I mean? And sometimes, like, there's an obvious double top and it looks unlikely. Other times, there's like there's an inverted and the exact measured move is the liquidity zone. And I'm like, wow, that seems to be telling me something, right? So, end of the day, this is a symmetrical triangle with a 50% break to the upside or to the downside. So if you were just going to play this short, or you were into like some heavy, you know, you were a degen on the small time frame here, like me, I don't consider myself a degen because I don't put in like, I'm not like trading the 1 minute with like 100 grand. I think that's degen. Because the thing is, it's cool. You could win 5 of those, 10 of those, but you could also lose 1 or 2 of them and give it all back, right? So, and you start getting bolder with each big move. I'm always wary when I see a big win on like a tiny move, like a $200 for big, and someone's like, I made 50 racks. I'm always like, hey man, we're all proud of you, but just be careful. You know, we've seen many a man come and go, post 10 of those, 20 of those, 30 of those. And eventually, who was that? Mr. Rectopoulos, right? They just end up going too hard at the end. It sucks you in, man, more than you realize. The dopamine of those big wins are as scary as the losses. You got to be careful. That's why I'm wary of putting in, you know, my risk management is as disciplined as it can be. Okay. Yeah. Dominance is ripping. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, the MACD is somewhat unneeded if you don't need it, but I like how it shows, you know, areas where you're lacking volume, right? That's all. So here we are. We're getting very tight here for Bitcoin. And honestly, a move could come out of this. The reason why is because you're above this POC here. Bit of kind of a shoulder head and a right shoulder on the 32nd. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder there, right? You can see it. And that would have a measured move of the neckline to the upside. A bit of a flag here too. Some would consider that a cup and handle. A cup with a little handle here. So you're looking like a move back, you know, possibly back up to 60,700. They're going to go after those late shorts now. I thought it was cool to jump on in. They were in the gain. Now they don't know what's going on. They're in the middle. And they're likely going to get wrecked. You know, I'm not guaranteeing it. You never know. I would like to see people win. But there's people that are going to long this too, and then they're going to win. So someone's about to lose and someone's about to win. All right. All right. I've been beaten up with a loss. I was making 50 to 60% daily gains, and then the market turned choppy, and wild reverses getting me stopped out. Amen. Yeah. When you go into tilt mode, nothing is safe. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, it looks like we could get this pump here. And today is Tuesday, my favorite day to trade. I already won my trade, so I'm kind of like, I've been like trading less and light. I've been telling myself, focus on the monthly P&L, not on the daily and pressing, you know. Recently, I was like, I had to trade in front of everyone, and I had this compulsive trade, you know. And lately, I just been, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'll dial it up and dial it back. It happens. I'll go aggressive again at another time. But right now, there's a lot of chop, price actions in and out, and I already won the trade for my day, you know. So I'm kind of like, I mean, made 43% gains on the trade. I was very, very, very happy. So God has blessed me with another beautiful trading day. And I got very close to getting stopped out too. So I consider myself a very, very lucky man. Beautiful Jim Rohn video today about how working hard isn't always going to get you there. All right. It's about working smarter. And having a plan and a disciplined plan and idea. There's a lot of hard workers out there, he was saying, but did they, you know, are they the richest? No. The richest people in the world are not the hardest workers. At one point, they do work very hard. They're the most strategic, though. Where they put their money makes more sense, right? How they go after their goals and you know, their dreams, and they always have a plan, and you got to stick to your plans, and you got to have plans. The difference between a man that achieves and a man that doesn't is a plan, man. I'm telling you right now. A man and a plan. The Panama Canal, right? A man, a plan, a can, or something like that. Oh no, water on the keyboard. Water on the keyboard. Looks like it got deflected down to the bottom here. We'll have to take care of that later on. Staff, we got water on the keyboard. Staff, we got to clean it up here on this aisle 9. We got a spill here on aisle 9. Over and out. All right, let's take a look at Ethereum BTC as suggested that I would. Hope that we didn't break the keyboard today here on the channel. Seems to be already acting a little, I don't know. So ETH Bitcoin, you know, it just seems to be in a downtrend. And it just dumps. And you can see right now ETH Bitcoin just not doing great. has been really slumping from double tops since December of 2021. So it's been in a downtrend for 3 years. And it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. And a lot of people are like, Ethereum's my thing. I love it. I mean, there's a double bullish div there. It doesn't look amazing, but it almost looks more, to me, like a slanted descending in a way, like it's going to continue to dump. You'd like to see this round off and stop the pain here for ETH Bitcoin, but wow. I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to the downside if Bitcoin starts a nice pump. So ETH is weird. It's been getting a bit of a sell-off from the whales, and it's really like unable to get any edge really against Bitcoin in the last 3 years. That's when the end of it had. It's got bearish divergence, and from there on, at one point you think it will rally back, but wow. So this is this like flag we're watching here. And again, you're always watching, and the pattern is being built on the 1 minute all the time. That's why it's hard to, like, how could you know, it's like you get a gift with it over time. I can't explain it. Like, you just start to feel out what's happening. Also, support or resistance plays in a role. Divergence, like there was a bearish div there that took place, but we got a bounce. And you say, was there hidden bullish then? 30-second has a little hidden bullish, as this was swinging down on the RSI, but swinging out, you know, would suggest that the trend will continue to the upside on that 30-second chart. A lot of people would never look for hidden bullish on the 30-second. I've been playing that game though for a while here. So Bitcoin looking like it could explode. Again, that target is 61,007, 61,500 as the 777s flash there. Stop loss below the wick is that a 3-2, a 3-1? Yeah, you got the 3.18 risk reward ratio. Price can get all the way up to about 61,724. I mean, that thing looks like it could take off. I may want to jump into the perpetual. Look at that little flag that played out too. Nice little flag there. That's all you need for some guains. Let me refresh the page. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you want to jump on in and trade where we trade. Oh, that's why I see. This thing looks like it's about to moon. Go after those late shorts. Now, I already won today, so I don't have to go. I don't want to give back. I'd like to make, you know, at least 500 a day if I can. So I don't want to be giving back my gains. Okay. 61,928. Some days it's a couple grand. You never know. It all depends on the day. We've had some $5,000 days. Let's go for 5,9,618. And scared money don't make no money. I always repeat that to myself too. I don't want to do 139 though. I really want to be. It's hard to get the exact quantity that I'm looking for. So that would make sense, right? So there, I took the long there. I could easily get stopped out and lose. You know, I really only need to win 3 out of 10. I win a lot more than that, but I only need to win 3 out of 10 to have a complete win rate over time. As long as I do the right thing and have proper risk management, everything's okay. We are overbought on the stochastics. Can easily get dumped on. It's a bit of a double top at resistance. We've hit this spot 2 times in a row now. Could be a chance we don't get above it. I could easily lose this trade. All right. What's luring in people, though, is this double top, which creates a lot of stop losses up here and people jumping into the shorts, which gives me the liquidation that I need. All right. Remember, I counter trade the herd. So if I make the trade, it's not many people are going to trade this flag like this. They might not even see it like a flag. Most people are going to see a double top. I see more liquidity to the upside too as well. A lot of people don't have BOOKMAP. So that's another kind of little cheat code there that gives us an edge on the market, showing me where there's a likelihood of a move to the upside for Bitcoin. All right. And then again, I let that cook. I don't stare at it. Let's take a look at the DXY and see what's happening to the DXY. US dollar does have an effect on this market. I look at it daily, contemplate what's happening, and go over, you know. So this to me looks like it's going to make a bit of a flag here, up and down, and then eventually, you know, take that spill. And man, today was one of the coolest days in Florida since I've been here in the morning. You know, usually by 7:45, 8 o'clock, we're hitting 85, 90 degrees. And, you know, boom, there we go. That's a fast cup of coffee. But let's see if we can get this sprint to the upside. Yeah, but the Stokes are high, Sam. How could you do this? What are you thinking? You just got to have a know-how about the markets here. And it's really about liquidity. And if you don't understand how to trade liquidity and where and what's happening, you got to basically trade against the herd. Okay? And again, I don't want to talk too smart here. I could easily lose this trade in front of you and be very humbled. I was humbled the other day when I lost 800 in front of everyone. I did make it back, as my group can attest to, and it's all proof. But still, it didn't feel amazing for the moment in time until I got my head about me and got back in the game and saddled back up on that stallion that kicked me right to the ground and booted me in the face. But I was going to win, baby. Nothing was going to stop me from winning, because if you keep going, you're going to win. That's my saying. If you keep going, you're going to win. People who keep going win. People who stop don't win. So all you have to do is keep going. That's the hardest part. It's not easy. I worked out today. A part of me didn't want to do it. Sometimes every morning there's a little voice that tells me, skip it and do it on Saturday. I said that as I walked in the house today. I was like, I'm going to sit near the pool and relax. Yeah, right. Next thing you know, I started my Jim Rohn confirmation, and he talked about working smarter, not harder. How some people work really hard, but they don't have the gains. They're not the winners. And you got to learn how to work. You got to learn how to focus your energy. I see this making a bear flag and continuing to the downside in the long haul here. Below the 200 MA, very bearish. The only way I would save this if it got back above that 200 MA. Look at the 3-day with the bearish cross. It all looks, and it's about to roll over. I see a dump here for the DXY and continuation for more downside. And then honestly, I saw this as a symmetrical triangle. And that's the bigger move. And I mean, that's going to be our bull run, really. And look, I mean, you're going to dump into November, December. Once the DXY bottoms and start to come up again. And what I try to tell people, and people don't listen, but this is the bull run here. Look, 2016, the DXY started to dump. That was our bull run in crypto. And then here, same thing, 2020. That was our bull run in crypto. And then that was our last crazy bull run, right? When we had this dump recently. And we're about to get another big bull run in crypto. And it's when the DXY takes a tank and these assets go up in value against the DXY, and we all make money in fake funny money that doesn't exist. It's crazy. Every year you make $1,000 trading, it's less than the $1,000 you made the year before. So every year I make $1,000 and I'm like, oh, that's a great win. I need to make like $1,200 the next year. A couple years later, I need to make $1,400. So if you made $1 million 4 or 5 years ago, I mean, it's technically worth less. Think about it. All the properties where I'm from here, or not where I'm from, where I live now in Sarasota, Florida, the property values, and from St. Pete to the property values have all skyrocketed double. They've all doubled up, right? So we're looking for this big liquidity grab. We're looking for a massive short squeeze. And I added the candles just to help people that like to see the candles being made as we go. I think it's really nice. It's a cool feature. You can take it off whenever you want by going into the settings. Or no. Actually, you hit right here. Drawing tools. No, right here. Show data to. No, right here. Yeah, configure visible components. And you can just click off. You know, we got the VWAP. We got it all here. Right? So, pretty cool if you think about it. You know. You got the VWAP right here, the volume weighted average price. Okay. Getting above a VWAP is similar to breaking the 200 MA. Probably a very similar strategy. As people don't realize it all comes from the same momentum. That's what I try to... Sometimes I can't convey it all. I got a little order down there at 59.6 could break us down there. That's where the VWAP sits too. And Bitcoin had a nice little pump there, but it is struggling to get above the mean. But getting very, very tight. Very, very tight. And it had a chance to reset the stochastics, and when it didn't dump, that tells you something is brewing here for Bitcoin. 60,200 is a nice little kind of takeoff point. It is an ascending triangle. It's a 50-50. They can go either way. So, and you know, it's if you play this by the book, it can go up or down here. It's a 50-50 pattern. You know, it just is what it is. All right. Kind of almost a bearish div here as this swings down hard and that swings up, telling me that's probably going to take you down. But let's see. Bitcoin's been extremely rarely bullish today. We'll see what happens. But that does look like a bearish sign to me. Could bail out with 15 law. Stochastics have reset. What I'm showing you here, I mean, you could say they're both kind of slanted down, but that's a bearish div in my humble opinion. Nasty bearish divergence. I'll hold my position in my strange theories here on the 21 with low stochastics. We'll see what happens. Defy gravity. Defying gravity. All the way to the upside. Yeah, 60,140 for Bitcoin. It's falling off now. If it breaks the 21, usually that means it's going to dump. See? You need to stay above the 21-day moving average to complete the move. It's got to get back above that. Right as I said that, it's like it tries to wick above it. Look at that. You see that? It's as if there was a little leprechaun watching me. It's like, no, we got to pump it back above the 21 for Sammy. We can't let Sammy lose. Go, Sammy, go. Back to the green, Sammy. Back to the green. We're not going to let it happen to you, Sammy. You're going to win the trade. The trading leprechauns are there for you. I'm in my room so much trading alone. I start making characters and unicorns and fairies and all sorts of weird. No, I don't do that. Oh my gosh. If I did that, I hope you guys would walk away slowly, close the door lightly. Don't let the door hit you on the way out over here. Watch your fingers. Hey. So, yeah, I mean, we could still hit it. We reset on the stochastics, staying tight inside the pattern. And the music raises. And the tension rises. And does Sammy lose in front of the world, or does Sammy win? Do I win or lose? Only time will tell. Inside the 1 minute with Crypto Lifer. We'll be back in 1 second after these after these messages from our sponsor. Shout out to anyone here. iTrust Capital is the best place to jump on in and get ready for your retirement with gold, silver, cryptocurrency. With your IRA, talk to your CPA or your advisor today. Find out more. Invest 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with iTrust Capital. You can't beat it. All right? You just can't. And you're basically preparing for the future too. I absolutely love it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's someone you want to talk to about all this. But again, I am sponsored by iTrust Capital. Find out more in the QR code or the link below. And thank you so much for the sponsorship. I appreciate it. And I would not sponsor myself or be associated with any company that I didn't think was top notch. Just like Decrypted.tax, the best in the game when it comes to doing your taxes, the best. Streamline your crypto and DeFi taxes with their cutting edge software. My man Ernest over there will get it done. His team of diligent, detailed Cryptocurrency tax consultants will help you out in a major way. Go to decrypted.tax and find out more today. And last but not least, Houdini Swap, a place where you can buy and sell 4,000 tokens across all chains. Crypto's best compliant privacy chain as well. Ready for you, ready to go. Let's jump on into that trade as it's pumping to the upside here. Sammy may have called it up 7%. I told you I'm the king of 3%. Getting a massive move here out of this beautiful, tight channel on the 1 minute time frame. Does it have enough though? Looks like bearish divergence may be brought in here, and that may be it at 60,005. That's been our horseshoe. Can we get back above 60,500? We called the short squeeze, though. We are moving into the liquidity that we told you we would. This is what happens. We want to rise through this to 61,500. Can we continue the move to the upside? This is what we're looking for. I can raise the stop a little bit more to that wick there. Shave off a little more of that risk. And there is what's called the short squeeze. See these numbers here? These are liquidations. These are numbers in accounts. People getting liquidated. Right? And there's the bot, Love and Life, probably selling a fatty. And the bot is getting it in. I love that little bot. And it does what it's supposed to do and continues to bang on them to the upside. Wow, here we go. Sammy called it again with the move to the upside. How many times have I done it for you? I mean, how many times have I done it for you, baby? How many times have I done it for you, baby? Let's go! Come on. Even if that's all you got today, that's enough to get paid for the day. I'm telling you, I'm a little light on I'm light lately because I was heavier earlier. But dang, man, 60,700 for Bitcoin, up 24% of the move to the upside. And, you know, it's more about you making gains than me. I'm an old man. I've made my gains. I mean, there's more gains for me to come. But wow, look at that beautiful move to the upside. Away for the 21-day moving average would tell me to jump on out of there. Looks like we'd have a violent close back down on bearish div here. Only a matter of time. I see how this thing could dump. But wow, man, they are going after these shorts and going after them hard body style. 60,800 touched. Now there definitely is a bearish div here. Away for the 21. That's when I kind of jump on out of my longs. Definitely move the stop loss to break even at this point, so I can't lose any money. And I could either ride it and see where we go, but it's likely to pull back to that 21. There's just too much of a gap there, in my humble opinion. Likely I lose most of the trade back. And I just wanted to add, can't hurt me to take some profit there. It's going to zoom now. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Be okay with being in and out on your own and not really caring where price action's going. Be happy with adding to your wins every single day. Another win, another win, another win. Just keep adding to your wins. Don't care what people say. They snicker and smirk like people laughed at my $80 win right now. I guarantee it. Someone's in the comment. You think you're rich, you made 80 bucks, you're a loser. You know what I mean? I get stuff thrown at me every day, man. I'm out here in the public eye. But you know what I know? Is I know that I stay true to myself and what I do. And that's all that matters to me. And I'm going after yesterday, Sammy, not, you know, and compete with yourself. You know, the best are doing that anyway, so don't worry about anything else. Focus, focus, focus on your dream. Focus on your goal. Focus on you. Don't hang out with people that don't serve you. Stay positive. Stay amazing. Right now, if you sell right now, as I did, it's a positive trade no matter what. No matter what anyone says, you win. You know what I mean? Anything after that, we don't know. You know, it could be a way bigger trade. It could be a loss. We don't know what's going to happen. What we do know is selling right there is a win. A check guaranteed win. You know, MoveOn.com, Dunsky. With today and what's going on, I see a move all the way up here to 61.9. It looks like it's going to boom. We got the liquidity. We got the move. We got the red. So far, so good. So look, we found the liquidity and we found the pattern that led us to liquidity. You see? We had already got the move above the 200 MA, which told us that we were in a bullish trend. And then we trade that bullish trend. And so the odds of this pattern playing to the upside were higher based on the environment and the predicament in which we were in. Understood? So now it suggests that we will go, look at that, boom. And they're going to go after this. Look, it gets violent. Look at these violent pumps to liquidity. You can feel it, right? It's like pop. And you make, Sam, why'd you sell if you could see it going higher? Because I just guarantee wins. Because I don't know what's going to happen for sure. Nobody does. And by not knowing what's going to happen for sure makes me, ever since I've stuck to that philosophy, I've won way more than I've lost. So today, someone will be like, well, but you could have let it go, and that's a loss but to me, it's no. I stuck to my exact, because you know what? It could have dumped just as fast as it pumped. It's likely coming back to this 21-day moving average. That's the thing. I mean, that's bearish divergence now, for sure. Right? And that could be the short of the day. At least back to the 21, maybe for a retest or something. This is when I'll zoom out too. If I'm spending too much time into the smaller time frames, I'll take a zoom out. But I like what I'm seeing here on the daily for the DXY, everything going on. And let's take a look at what this bot is doing here. It's weird. I got the bot. I'm on the bot thing, but I can't see it making the buy. I can't see what it does anymore. But it entered along on Bybit at 11:03 in the morning. So did it catch this? Dude, it entered the long a little later than me, but it caught most of that. It caught a good amount of the move. Wish it caught in when I got in, but maybe it did as well, you know. But the bot was able to foresee some type of move coming. So it trades similar, you know, honestly, any indicator you use is going to work similar to the way I trade, because it's going to look for the exact, whether it's, I don't care what it is, because it's going to look for the momentum coming into the market. My indicators find the momentum coming into the market. Look, remember when I told you some would consider this a cup and handle, right? I mean, blast. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. Master friend, did you see the cup and handle? Was it there for you, my friend? A big win to Sammy cup and handy. Thank you. Shout out to MK Roy, man. Will the bot be available to the lifers? It will, but it will be pretty expensive, I will tell you. Upwards of a good, you know, a pretty decent amount. Sammy drew a horse. Amen. Yeah. Now this one's all you. Shout out to Master Friend. We like you. If you spam, that's a paddling. Oh my gosh. Don't get some people excited in the chat, man. That's what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? These computer freaks, man. I'm messing with you though. You know, could this continue? There's a chance here that we're just so bullish that it just does not stop. And so whenever you start seeing the bullishness like this, you start forming the parabola. All right, it's your best bet for what could happen here. I tell you what, man, it doesn't like the parabola. Whenever I've brought out the parabola, it gets like, it's like, uh-oh, he's doing it again, you know. Or, you know, I think you slip up and you go to the 10-day. That's what happens. Yeah. I think I'm clicking on the parabola, but I'm like... And you got to know how the parabola moves, and you got to know how to build one. And you got to feel the vibe. There's a vibe, and there's a way to do it. And there's a right or wrong way to a parabola. Right now, I'm messing up a little. I'm messing up huge right now. So here, like, this would have to get pretty bullish here in this tight channel. And then it would like blow off top to 62.5. Like it would just be like, brah. Right? Like it would be violent. you know. It'll be a crazy move up. I could see this happening here for Bitcoin. I really could. All right. Watch how the 1 minute reacts with the 21. And again, if we break the parabola, then it's a wrap. Like it's kind of, you're going to fall down and then, you know. Some say, no, you're in the rising wedge. That's about to break out. But I don't, you know. Wow, that was a punchy move there. And that's the Bybit a perpetual too. So that's going to get spicy. I'm just bouncing around because I like to use different time frames. Right? Here's what's happening in crypto today. And you know, I'm feeling FOMO now for token 2049 because I was supposed to, I was basically on the list to go there and I didn't end up going, right? So look at that beautiful symmetrical ended up breaking out that we were looking at. The flag ended up pushing out, right? I forgot that I was in a trade, right? Oh, I took the gains off the trade. I was like, I get so into like doing the analyzations with you guys and like learning and having fun that I even forget about my own trade sometimes. All right. But this would be the next idea here for Bitcoin, right? For a trader like myself. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. But we're looking for that move. And once liquidity starts to expand, yeah, see how it goes. I didn't even look at BOOKMAP. I just started drawing this, and someone watching me, look, 62,000. So, like, I'm seeing a move up to 62K for Bitcoin. Like, this thing looks like it's about to erupt, right? It may happen faster than I can get my pants on here. Like, a little bit of FOMO going on for me personally. 62,215 now is the buildup. Now, you never want to chase. I got to relax, but 60,499. I'd like to be below that 60,005 level. That was the big resistance, everyone. We broke through. 61K now. I mean, that's what we're talking about. All right. Still that bullish div kicking in, but it doesn't seem to be strong enough. Always makes me think of beef stroganoff, right? I'm like, oh man. I had it just last week at Rosario's at the buffet, and it's actually really good. I don't eat it a lot, but man, it tasted like vodka sauce. You know what I'm saying? Damn, this thing is just on fire, man. Made the flag. Looks like it's going to just carry over with the 21. Stokes picking up. I see a massive short squeeze. Then it's going to have to come back down. But we're going to 62,000, and we're probably going there now on an air train right now. Call SpaceX, man. Elon's about to fly us to the moon. Bang, bang, bang. Who's making massive gains here on the channel? Put a 333 if you made gains with me today on these longs. If you found your own longs, if you're making gains, if you got education, however you got there, put a 333 if you're here on the channel making that cake, making that paper, getting paid, paying yourself on these pumps to the upside here for Bitcoin on the right side of the trade at the right time with the right people doing the right thing. The crypto lifers, man. 61,200. Shout out to the 1,773 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And we're cutting up this trade, Man, so many people loving the money. So many people loving the gain. So many people loving life. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Blair Stevenson. And look at these beautiful people here on the stream. Look at how many awesome. We have basically 1,800 people here on the live. Having an absolute blast with the lifer. I love y'all. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. 510 likes. I didn't even think about it yesterday. Let's get those likes all the way up. Shout out to Dutank, Crypto Surfer, Highly Trained, Chris Law, Sidaro Bro, Lethargic Jimmy, my man. Patrick Power in the house. 554 high, man. My man, Marta. And everybody that's been around. A lot more crypto. I got a lot of crypto, but I need a lot more. Chris Law, Jay Boise. And there we are with that pump to 280 here for Bitcoin. And they want that liquidity, and they want it bad. See how BOOKMAP works for us so well here. And the shorts just continue to get annihilated. And we told you what was happening. We told you there was late shorts on that double top. They were going to short this double top. Master Friend will teach you the same thing. Watch those double tops and double bottoms. There's a right way to play them. They do work 68% of the time, but you got to know when to use them, in my humble opinion. Now, there's a bullish div started to form there, a bearish div there. It's getting a little sketchy here. To me, it's getting towards the end here. It looks like we can get there, but I don't know. I could be chasing the bacon here. So I'm not using a lot, and I'm only risking a very small amount on the trade now. It's got to be like 60 bucks, 85, even a little too much for me. I'm seeing it as a bearish div here that's going to kind of take me out. Not loving what's happening right there, so I'm moving it really close. I see a strong bearish divergence swing up while that swings sideways. Tells me we're going to go down pretty fast. I'm going to get out before we come to the 21, which would have taken me out for 80 bucks and just lose like 20 bucks. You say, why, Sam? Well, there's a chance. If that candle closed above it, it would have been different. And it looked like we were going to just continue to rip the face off the world. Maybe we do. You never know. That I miss out here. I just, you know what it is I'm up on the day and I don't want to give back gains. So I don't want to be greedy chasing and then give back half of what I made just trying to be sweet. So my mind told me, hey man, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, right? Let's look for this to touch the 21-day moving average first, hopefully. And then look, that's all kind of set to go there. It would be a higher stop loss, right? 767 I'm seeing. But I would be going to 62,460. Pushing it. Pretty bullish there on the move there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. My name's Sam Price. Been trading since I was about 24. I'm 41 years old. I traded a bunch of different markets in the world, from the New York Stock Exchange, the JNUG, JDST, gold, silver, mining stocks, to the Toronto Stock Exchange, Great Panther Limited, and all different types of mining stocks and STL and the likes. And then I kind of switched on into, trading basically marijuana stocks, Canopy Grow Corp and stuff like that, which got me into Canacoin, Hotcoin, and opening up a Bittrex account, which got me into cryptocurrency. And then I learned about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then my life was kind of over from there when it came to crypto, right? And I just continued to learn and find out more every single day. And then I developed a technical analysis. I fell in love with TA, and I developed a technical analysis strategy that I use every single day in front of people, and I absolutely love it. And it keeps me from being emotional, from chasing and doing foolish things. And, I just learned how to stack my gains over time, no matter what's happening, no matter who snickers about me, no matter what they say behind my back. Like my mom said to me, what they say about me is none of your business. What people say about you is none of your business. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't need to know what they say. That's why I don't even I read the chat, but when I'm moving and shaking and teaching here, I don't want to focus too much on it in case there's something in there that's just unpleasant, right? But usually it's full of life, love, and happiness too, so, all right. You're funny, yeah. That's because you're a new account. I have a CBD do that, yeah. So if this makes a beautiful flag here, I'm going to get back in. That's why I kind of have the trade set up again. One thing about me is even if I get a little bit of a move, I want to get some of that move. If I see something brewing and it's a nice pump, I want to get a piece of that pump. All right. Thank you for everything, Sammy. Shout out to everybody here on the live. All right. Blessings on blessings. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Yeah, Trump was in a heavy space all about crypto last night. I'm going to have to rewatch that. Pretty awesome to hear. I really like hearing that. And he really opened up, I heard, and was like, you know. And he's, you know, he's willing to go in all sorts of places and talk to all people of all walks of life. Say whatever you want. You know, that's cool, right? We haven't had something like that in a long time. Shout out to everybody on both sides of the aisle, no matter who you vote for. Know that I love you. I'm full of light, love, and happiness, and I just care about your well-being, and I want you to be a good person. You know? I do think certain things are about being a good person, but I won't get into it, but I love you. I just want to spread love, no matter what. I want to be the first one to open up the olive branch, to push the olive leaf, as they say, olive branch, right? And to be peaceful at all times. So I just want that to be clear on this channel to everyone here. You know, we don't name call. We don't put people down, even if they don't agree with us or believe in our beliefs. We walk around peacefully, full of love, light, and happiness. That is the lifer way. That's how I want the lifers to be represented around the internet, around the world. And I think most of us know that. And that's important. Goatville is located next to Gainesville. Come on in. The Go to Sarasota over here. The Go to Sarasota over here. That's what they call the kid. Sammy Miami. He moved over to the West Coast, though. Hey. I live on the West Coast, and I ain't talking about California. Hey. I'm talking about the beach over here. Hey. I'm going to the beach today. I'm going to go look at the ocean, jump in the salt water, and cleanse my soul. I've been a bad boy. I know he would come around eventually. You're funny. How much leverage you using, Sammy? Don't you worry about it. You worry about yourself and your own leverage over here. I'm using 33x because I'm on the 33. All right? Understand? Do you understand over here? Do you understand? You understand? Are you making... You want to tell you the Bitcoin? 61,000 for Bitcoin. As Bitcoin gains back this 60K region and holds 61,000. That's going to be a big deal for people. They're going to see a bigger news there. All right, that's going to create some news and ripples. You know, Bitcoin holds 61,000 after breaking through 60,000. You know, next milestone, $65,000. Can Bitcoin? You know, they're going to love to talk about it. How long do you take for them? Amen. Do you move your stop loss up as price moves up, or do you keep it at your stop break-even point? It depends on how I'm trading. When I'm trading big time frames, I don't touch it unless there's a really big move. When I'm scalping heavily on the smaller time frames, I'm moving that thing as soon as humanly possible. When I'm on the 1 minute, I'm moving that thing fast. So it could make this lower low right shoulder dumpage, but it could also make a beautiful flag here and start to pump. I've seen both things happen in my lifetime. I'm going to draw it out and wait it out. This is why I do what I does. All right. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Jerome Powell. Yeah, exactly. We are ranging until the election. I mean, tomorrow is also Fed Day. Let's talk about it. I mean, a lot of people have to realize what's happening. I don't think everyone here in the chat understands what's going on, but we have, I mean, we also have unemployment claims Thursday, which is, you didn't even realize, like, big things are coming our way. Okay. But, you know, we have core CPI in Canada. If you were 4X, and I might have had a movement, right? But we're going to have a big day tomorrow. All right. It's Fed day. I'm live twice in the same day. Right. So it's coming at us hard. And we've been waiting on this for a long time. A long time. All right. And I always show you the CME watch tool and we take a look at it and we go over all the stuff together. And it's fun. And we go over the data. Right. And this has been pretty accurate and spot on throughout time. All right. Not loading right now for some reason. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So, hey, there's a chance we get the double hike. So there's a 60% chance we get the double hike. 40% chance we don't. Right? So what do you say? What do you guys think? Do we get the double hike or not? And let's take a look at what people think about Ethereum. And I love Ethereum. It was one of the first coins I ever got into. I knew about it at $9, everybody. You know, I don't want to really hate on the puppy. My sweet Ethereum. All right. I'm going to take a shot here on the long. Looks like a flag that could continue to break up now. Low stochastics pushing, defied the bearish div, and usually that's going to tell you you're going to, go get the eye for the prize here. We got 62,000, and I would not be surprised if you see big red start to load up above here too and start to take advantage of the liquidity going to that area to be able to get out of some of these swing trades they've been in from the lows. All right. So let's see what happens here. Does Sammy win? Do they snicker in my face again when I lose? Or do I win triumphantly in front of the trolls? Only time will tell. Or do the beautiful people that love me see no matter what happens and learn a beautiful lesson no matter what we do? Because you learn from every single behavior that you take. You're looking for failures because failure is uncomfortable. And whenever I'm uncomfortable, I'm learning and progressing and pushing myself to another level. So very important that we're looking for things that challenge us, that push us to our uncomfortability zone and get us into another motion. That is the key to life, right? I'm telling you right now, I was sitting in my parents' house that I inherited, paying no rent, and I decided to, get a mortgage, buy a nice, beautiful house and move into someone. I mean, again, of course you did. You wanted something more out of your life. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to some people would just, hey, it's free here, so I'm going to stay here, man. You know what I mean? I ain't going to go and put myself out there. But, there's so much out there to see. There's so much to experience. And this life is short. And I want to go after it all. I want you to go after it all. I want you to be the most beautiful person and amazing person you've ever thought you could be. Working out every single day helps me achieve that. Helps me push myself. Helps me really create the mindset to win and to change the way I feel about the world and the people around me. Working out has created an endorphin effect that pushes me. I love working out. I really do. I can't say enough about working out, everybody. It's so special. And it really has changed. Ever since I made working out a big, huge part of my life has changed in a major way. My days are better. I feel better. I breathe deeper. And I just want you to understand that working out could change your life. I'm really, and I know some people think it's off topic, but I think it really helps the mind when it comes to trading too. Not getting caught up in the thought processes of, in the thoughts of trading. But wow, what a massive pump. And again, getting in when the 200 MA crosses at 59.2 and just letting that puppy rip to 69,200. And Bitcoin's been going up $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000 a day every day. There's been so much price action to take advantage of. It's really pretty nice when you think about it, right? Because there's so much volatility. It's great for traders like us. I mean, you can cherry pick money out of the market all day long. There's an opportunity everywhere. There's a short, there's a long, there's a short. Heck, I woke up to gains this morning, sold it, and got to get into more, So, and blessings on that, man. To wake up to gains is a blessing to everybody, Okay. Moving forward, I want to take a look at ONDO, like I said, and just see where I believe ONDO is going in the long term. I hold ONDO. I believe getting it below 80 cents, even below $1 is a steal, but 61 cents for ONDO. Now, ONDO is going to play a critical role. Institutional support. Money's going to flow in my humble opinion. I think it can get to a $10 billion market cap. And so I see definitely a $6. I see a 10x coming out of ONDO. and realistically a realistic 10x out of ONDO. Similar to Aerodrome, like when I look at Aerodrome, right? It's got a $438 million market cap, had a huge pump today, and we're going to talk about that too, as the market kind of got a bit of a resurgence. And I told you guys, if you watch you got to watch my macro technical analysis video where I called the bottom of the altcoins, and I told you that altcoin season has begun. And again, you guys can yell at me, scream at me, and maybe I'm wrong, but it had hidden bullish divergence, the cup and handle, the pullback to the 786. I mean, it's all there. Everything that I study for the perfect time to get into any asset in the world. And this is telling us on a massive scale that it is time. The weekly looking ready with bullish divvy, hidden bullish divergence on the weekly, which is a swing down on the RSI, while you have a swing up in price action. Hidden bullish divergence. Hidden bullish divergence has got me out of many a pickle and made me many a gain. It's my favorite indicator in the world. It's the indicator that I find and pick up on. And I just like what I'm seeing here. Reversal for Bitcoin and for these altcoins is starting to come in. I don't want to get too bullish. Crypto Twitter's way too bullish all the time, but I'm starting to see something brew here and strong support. Now, could we get resistance and start to slump and drop down? We could. Do we lose maybe the 4-hour 200 MA and start to anything could happen? And I'll be one of the first people to show you guys because we go over it every single day. But right now, as I speak and live, as I breathe and live, it looks to me like Total 3 is about to break up to the upside with a high probability move on the bigger time frames. And that's a low, a high, a higher low for a bigger move all the way to $1.14 trillion somewhere by July of 2025 when this rally will be a wrap. Bitcoin to 120 to 100 and maybe 40 grand at the very most. Around 120,000, maybe a good time to sell. Altcoins will probably continue to pump. Anything is possible. And this is what I see happening, a rally of rallies for this market. A beautiful leg up to the upside. The DXY collapsing and things starting to brew here to the upside. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We're also going to show you Tether dominance. We're going to break it down for you. But we saw this thing breaking out to the upside, getting a bit of a pump. So far, it's doing exactly what we suggested it would and projected on that macro technical analysis video. Things are starting to play out. Let's take a look at Tether dominance and give you a really big in-depth view of this market. So when you're done with this stream, you didn't just get a bunch of altcoins shilled at you. You didn't watch a bunch of my trades and see me trade, which is great. But I want to make that just one aspect of the trade. I don't want to bombard you with all my trades and you watching the 1 minute with me every 5 seconds. I want to make sure we're both growing, getting it in. Look at that. Stop hunting me there. Down 40. And again, my losses are small. My wins are big, or they're evened out. So I don't lose my initial gain 2 of the day if I'm going after it. So the bearish divergence kicked in. It could end up being a bull flag. It could be a shoulder, a head, or right shoulder. Ended up making a bigger flag later on. I've seen a projection like such. You see like this. And then we break to the upside just like a fire, baby. We are on fire today. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We've already given multiple calls, multiple ideas. Working through the third one here. Doesn't mean I'm going to hit every single one, but we did double bottom on the stochastics. I like what I'm seeing here on the 1 minute time frame. For a possible bullish move back to the upside. Could Bitcoin just get back above that 21 MA? That would really help us and hold 61,000. I like seeing 61 though. Isn't that a nice feeling? Let's put that music back up and let's take a dance session. 61,000. We've had some bearishness. Let's get into the bullishness. Let's not forget to celebrate the wins, baby, and the good times that we've had. As they probably stopped me out of this one fishing for that last little bit of gain there. That's okay. Bearish divergence started to kick in. This thing looks like it's going to kind of maybe start falling to the downside. Let's take a look at the bigger time frames and get my head out of the smaller ones. Nice little pump though on the flag. But yeah, kind of a double top. The bearish divergence to me starting to kind of play out here. 21 really far away for the 200 MA. Looks like we could be getting the pullback that we're looking for now. Back to that 21. Yeah, look where the 7 minute and the 21 are. A lot of times what I do is I flip short here on the 7 minute the 5-minute, even the 10-minute. 15 minutes, a good one to short too. And that's really that was the move of the day, everybody. Congratulations, you got the move. If you took it with me or took some of the moves or whatever you got out of that game, congratulations, that was it. You know, you're likely not going to get more of a move out today. You're going to get a pullback now or a bull flag, you know. I'd watch your 15-minute now coming back to the 21. Again, we do kind of what we did there on the 1 minute because the 1 minute could have taken off. I know it's confusing to you, but trust me, I don't know where price is going. I'm just good at figuring out where it goes as it goes there. See? But it's like we're pulling back now. You can pull a Fibonacci on this. 618.5. Look for these key areas of support back to the downside. What are we looking at? We're looking at somewhere at 60,000, which is kind of crazy. But it looks like we're headed lower. And look, red just pulls back into 60,005, 60,006. Maybe we even go just a little bit and come up. But it looks like a bit of a pullback now. That was probably the top of your day. Or at least unless we get a pump later on between like 1 and 4. But to me, that looks like the top of the day for BTC. That's what I see happening for Bitcoin. So, and again, I could be wrong, but it looks high likely here at 1138. And we had a really good trading session. Shout out to everyone that jumped on in. I mean, the last 2 hours were absolutely beautiful. From 10 to, look, we got the move the entire time. This is 10 o'clock. And it ended here. Started at the beginning of the stream and ended, I mean, a beautiful pump to the upside here. Or maybe kind of as we got into the stream at 10:10. But wow, what a huge move for BTC to the upside. And congrats to anyone that made gains today, learned something, or took advantage of this market. Selling 1 ETH for Fetch seems like a better move for myself. Honestly, Fetch is newer because it's associated with like AI and the whole merge, and that's all a really good sign for me. So I'd love to see Bitcoin hold 61,000. Make a sideways flag there on the 7. I'm watching the 7-minute time frame. You just never know. I might even still be in the trade, right? I really am. So there's a chance this little flag plays out and I end up still winning this. That's what I love about just keeping the trade where it is, you know. Sometimes even my trade goes against my analysis. You never know. Like, it's happened before. It won't be the first time, you know. Lovely. Now, yeah, what I want to do is make people learn how to trade here on the channel. You make enough gains and then you want to join the trading group for more information. And then you jump into the trading group. So if I can show you how to make the gains here live, day by day, step by step, with the education that you need, we can then move you forward. And then you can become a lifer and join the trading group. All right. Shout out to Lechezra and Dara. Lechezar and Dara. Thank you. Thanks for the gains. Had a blessed day, brother. 333-777. Thank you for the 777s. Let's take a look at the fan funding here and see who gave on the channel. We got Normhead Sepp. Thoughts on GFI. Thank you. And thoughts on gains. Thank you so much for the fan funding. I appreciate each and every one of you and everyone that makes gains here on the channel and spreads love. You guys have love coming your way. That's huge karma points. Every time I give or send a tip, it always comes back to me like tenfold. So thank you. Thoughts on GFI. And Aerodrome back to 71. I like seeing that. Arrow. And again, this move looks like it's that move that's helping out other coins. So GFI at 254. I like this market cap. Big pump here. Look at every coin got a bit of a move here, as we were telling you. Wow, look at that thing. 220 today. The whole market moves pretty fast when it's the altcoins, right? And yeah, my altcoins are bouncing hard. My account up nicely, right? Even in just the last hour, we're talking about $9,000 move there. And that's almost, you know, a little under 10% of the whole. I mean, that's a huge move there when you consider what we've been going through on and off. So, yeah, GFI is one of my favorite coins, and I hold it long term, and I like, you know, I like the whole real world asset idea. If you look at the website too, the website gets me excited. I like their whole use of colors, you know. I like their look, and it's real world assets. Senior pool USDC APY is 7.6. I mean, they're just saying, hey, you know, start lending your USDC to real businesses worldwide. Stop worrying about crypto money games. Make 7%. Active loans. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. 17% in Southeast Asia, right? 17% there. I mean, It seems too good to be true. 25-month duration, though, right? It's a long period of time. But pretty interesting, right, if you think about it. So these are the opportunities over here at Goldfinch, and I can see this is only going to continue to get bigger and bigger, and it's real right now as we speak. So I see this making some serious moves. All right. Yeah, I like Goldfinch a lot, and that's why I own it. I'm not playing around when it comes to real-world assets, everybody. I've got a nice real-world asset portfolio. I'll share it with you every single Thursday night. Break down kind of what I got into, and we started looking up real-world assets when they first came out. And in this dump, I've been saying, hey, you know, RAO is a good one. GFI is a great one. TokenFi is another one I have. Some people have lost faith in. I believe it will come back with a vengeance. All right. And, you know, and there's, you know, you can dive into real world assets and really go as deep as you want. So many different little nooks and crannies. Yeah. Another one, or one like an AI one that people kind of like is what is RSA3 or RSS3? It's like RSS3. Let me show you. RSS3, I believe that's it right there, right? Yeah. Volume super low comparatively, and it's in the dumps for sure. But you know, if you do your, and I don't own any of this, and I don't know any like the founders of any of that stuff. I just want to make it clear. It just had came across my radar, and again, it's super low. You'd have to do your research. But I've been finding a lot of different coins that they get me going. You know, Bricken was another one. Bricken here. But again, very low. You know, not many people know about it. But these are real world assets. If this breaks the 21-day moving average, I mean the 200-day, it did there on the 4-hour. You can see, so a lot of coins that have been in the dumps for a while are starting to get above their 200-day on the 4-hour. The whole market's starting to get this kind of, I can't explain it. It's just, this is what happens when we go from bear to bull. We kind of start getting this eruptive move on small time frames. And then it gets to the 4-hour, the 8-hour, and I start to see it because I look at all the markets. So I'm starting to see something happening here. Like this could almost be considered a bit of a little cup and handle here. And you can see it breaking out, right? Bricken. Anyway, I don't own any of this one. This is one I wanted to get into, but didn't get a chance to grab any. Just I can't buy every single coin. Like I have a pretty good, war chest of US Tether, but it's like at one point it does end. You know what I mean? I can't buy forever. Or I want to add to something I already have, or you know what I mean? I recently bought some SUI, and I shared that with my trading group when I bought it, exactly when. That is now kind of past. That ship has sailed because we got in around, I was putting it out here at 78 and 80 for the trading group, showing them this inverted head and shoulder before it popped to the upside. All right. And you'd say, no, you weren't lifer. You just like running your mouth like these other YouTubers. So I like to show everything that I do time stamped and just kind of show you if you're in the trading group, kind of the information you get. And so here I am posting SUI back on 9.9. Like this is a long time ago. I mean, again, fine. Here it was probably like 93 or 90 cents, 85, 90 cents there. But this is before it, and it says it's going to 139 out of the inverted head and shoulder. And I don't think that was the first time I posted it. I mean, I'm posting it there too back in August, but right. Funny. We've been looking, and we've known about these coins for a long, long time. Look, SUI, Anyway, look how many times I've posted SUI in my life. New coin, observing SUI. It's funny. So amazing. Anyway, the group's awesome. Not only do I post my Bitcoin updates and what I'm seeing for Bitcoin and all my Bitcoin trades, but all my altcoin ideas and anything I see happening in the altcoins too as well as my elite lifers. And there's a beautiful group of 4 lifers in here that are posting everything that they're seeing in the markets, ideas that they're picking up on. Let's take a look at this one from this guy. This looks really nice here. This Radiant RXD here. Let's take a look at what he's saying here on RXD. But SUI, is it going to continue to pump? A little bit of bearish divvy there. I do see a little bit of a pullback. So you want to start your support of resistance levels and say, hey, can SUI stay above $1? If it comes back to $1, that is a absolute, But again, it could easily just make a sideways flag here and then continue to the upside. It may not be that long. Usually it's not. Something like this, right? But it may come back down to support. Is everything okay? A wallet? Really? Are you spending my money again, baby? Why did you just do it every day? We don't have it anymore. You spend it as fast as I make it. We got nothing left. A package shows up every day in front of the house. I work just to feed the need. I'm just shout out to the 1,630 votes here. So yes and no. So ETH is, you know, some people still like Ethereum. 46%. It is a little higher than no, but you know, she's buying more Doge, right? Thanks for answering me. I appreciate you. I will join the Discord. Shout out to Ahmed Al Fifi, man. We love you, man. Based AI getting a nice pump. Everything getting that move to the upside. Now Bitcoin falling back. And you know what happens when Bitcoin falls back now? That money's going to start flowing into the altcoins, baby. Like Ben Mala, baby. Let me do my best Ben Mala, baby. I'll show you, baby. We're getting on the boat. We're taking it into the ocean. And we're going all the way. Because you don't know the difference. Ben Mala. Back in Queens, let me tell you how it was. Tara is pumping and an inverted Adam and Eve. All right. Yo, you know, don't anything on the eat too much, man. Much love, man. See? I'll tell you what I buy. I'm gonna buy a new car, see? Yeah. Oh, I gotta get like the big shades. Walks in, smoking a cigarette. I gotta get off the cigarettes. My wife is drinking all the booze on the boat here. Hey, how many guys? I bought this apartment building. It's dirty. It's disgusting. We gotta clean it up. We gotta get this out. We gotta get that out. Should close the long. You're funny. Hey, Lifer, can you wish my friend Jay Bronx happy birthday? He's part of the group, and he's been making it awesome lately. God bless you, man. Shout out to Jay Bronx, man. We love you. Happy birthday, my man. All right. I like the Robbie Wallet ETH L2 experience, but they got to do better for onboarding. Amen. Sam, thanks for everything every single day nonstop. Shout out to Shodi Saban. We love you. And we come out every single day here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And we do another live stream in the morning on Sunday and Saturday. Hit you with 2 live streams every single weekend day. I don't know how we do it, but we do. Continuing to love you guys, and you guys are continuing to show me love, so I do what I got to do. A little too far away from that 21-day moving average on the 7-minute time frame. I'm giving up on the 1 minute now. So what happens is the trend keeps pushing. Sometimes the 1 minute will be viciously insane, and it will continue to pump, and it will get crazy. All right. Look at this. It's like, I don't know if I'm like, look at that. Heavily favored. If that ends up pushing up, I mean, that's what happened to me last night. I think I took a picture of it. Wow, but I mean, there's so much awesome stuff. I was going to go over that, but you know what? You got to be in the group to see that. I was going to go over that coin, but you know what? I decided to pull back at the last minute. Just, yeah. I did my Ben Amal impression, and I got out, just that was it. I will tell you, though, we went over Jim Rohn. I hope you all watched Jim Rohn's video today. I hope you guys worked out. I hope you pushed yourself to the limit and made it happen today. Because you can, you will. You are the best. Look at that, man. Guts of steel. Could this flag continue to the upside? Could Sammy win the gains? If we get above the 21, this thing could pump. This thing could pump and decide that, yeah, I see 61. I see 62 coming, man. Heck, 63,000. Let's go all the way, baby. All the way, baby. That's a good one. That sounds like him. All the way, baby. I'll tell you what, baby. I got his baby done pretty good, but I got to do work on the other stuff. But it sounds like him when I say baby. Ben Mala, baby. Sam Price is the best. Ben Mala, baby. I lived in Queens. He got the Queens accent. He grew up, man, hardcore in Rockaway Beach, man. That guy's self-made, multi-millionaire. Anyone that's a multi-millionaire, I study all the things they're doing. He's got the YouTube channel about his life. He turned that into, you know what I mean? He monetized every part. Smart. The channel makes money now. So he's not an idiot. You know, he learned. I think he watched Meet Kevin and he learned, okay, Meet Kevin's got the channel. I need a channel. And so it's important to have that. And I want to work on that. That's something that I need to work on, is the behind the scenes part. The only thing is, because I'm in finance and stuff, I don't want to show too much of my life behind the scenes either. I don't want, some things are like, to me, you know, like national security in my house, right? Like, I don't want people to know where all my windows and doors, you know what I mean? I don't know. Certain things bug me out a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to think about more than you think you have to think about when it comes to trading live in front of people and doing all sorts of stuff. I was looking for the picture where I almost got stopped by like a thread. Right here. Here's last night. So I opened the trade and then, like, you know, and that wick wasn't, I opened it before then, but then they brought it down and it was like, oh my gosh. I mean, that was my stop loss. I would wake up to gains this morning on that trade, 43% gains. I mean, so, hey, sometimes you get awesome, right? I'm following you for the last 5 days daily, and I just have everything sitting and watch you trade and manage my trades according to your analysis. God bless you, Shahan Mobin, man. I love you, man. I hope you're having a good time. And I don't want to waste any of your time. That's the key thing. I'm not here to waste your time, everybody. I'm here to help you gain more edge out of your own time. I do the same thing. I'm maximizing my time with each and every one of you every single day, adding to the views, adding to the movement. I want to get to 100,000 subscribers, so I have a goal. You got a goal. You're helping me achieve my goal. I'm helping you achieve your goal. Together, it works pretty symbiotically, and I'm pretty happy with the results so far, so I hope you are too. And let's just keep pushing at the speed of light, all right? What's your 99 school offer? My school is amazing, all right? It's a great place to be. Jump on in. If you want to go and jump on into my school, it's in the pinned comment here, all right? Sorry. That will work. But if you go to cryptolifer.com, jump on in today and find out more at my website, okay? And you can read testimonials. Jump on into my free server. Put your email address in here and consent to our weekly newsletter as well. I'd love that. What I really like about this is, you know, again, we do charge a good amount. I think it's, but what it does is, I used to charge less, and there was people that didn't take it seriously. Like, anyone can fork, not to be rude, but a lot of people can fork over $20 a month, $50 a month. Once you make it $99 a month, only like serious people really want to join. And it creates a higher class of people, man. I'm really sorry to say. And I do want to help everybody, but I want to help people that are the most serious and most important, and at a pretty decent price. Now, inside of this, I have a class, basically my course, that most people would have jumbled up together and sold to you on top of it, but I didn't do that. I gave you guys an entire basic course inside the trading group. The Discord is extensive. You know, I even post things that I'm looking at in token metrics and things I'm going over, coins that I'm looking at. We have a weekly screen share every single week that I go over my entire portfolio, talk about what I bought and sold and what happened that week. We got a content directory which shows you all of the videos, supportive resistance, Fibonacci, Bitcoin dominance. You know, what is a swing trade? What is supportive resistance? Boot camp. You know, it just goes on and on. Fibonacci, making of a trade, a deep dive process and mindset. You know, how and why to add alerts, right? Setting up your trading tools, KuCoin spot trading. I mean, it goes on and on and on to the end of time. We got DeFi going on, permanent loss, yield farming, and more. It just really will show you what you need to know. And then on top of that, we have a place where my favorite place really is the learning library, right? Where you can post the charts, all right? You can post the charts here. Learning TA questions and answers, where you can post your charts, ask questions, hang out. We want to see your charts. We want to see what you're doing. We want to see the probability. All right. Bang, bang, bang. And people are just learning every single day in here and soaking up the knowledge on a constant basis. That's what the Discord's all about. It's about helping people learn and change their lives. If you want a course, an education, and a place where someone's always posting and learning and showing you how they're trading, and I'm like actively showing you how I'm trading on a daily basis, the Discord is the place for you. Go to cryptolifer.com to find out more. Bookmark it if you're not going to jump in today, so you have it there. And I can't wait to see you maybe at another time or maybe today. So blessings on blessings to everybody here on the live. And I lost my pocket square there for whatever reason. But everyone, thank you for being here. It's been an amazing show. 11:57. We are going to begin to shut it down. But I'm going to be looking at all sorts of different altcoins, scanning the market, having a blast. Tuesday's a very active day for me, as Monday's usually an iffy day back and forth. And Tuesday's when I really spread my wings, so to speak, and begin to fly like a bird. I'm just joking, but you freak you guys out. But look, I mean, I still may win this long. This flag could play out. The 7-minute maybe did not come down to the 21. There's a chance we continue to pump here. Usually it gets ugly over time, though, so, but we'll see. Maybe I jump out my $16 loss, you know? Nah, I'm gonna hold this and see what happens, considering I almost got stopped out anyway. If this pumps, I mean, you can see first target there is 62,000. We could get all the way to 63,000. We really could. 62K. Remember, there's all that liquidity up there at 62,100. So it's suggesting that we can easily get there. Don't be surprised if you see 62,000 later on today. I'm pretty much a bull today. So shout out to anyone that went along with me. Anyone that made gains. We did it again. Lifers illuminated. Remember, it all started with this flag that I had out there. And that really did punch to the upside, right? So, I mean, you can't complain. Life is good. It's good to be a lifer. So, any last requests here in the chat? Any last ups and downs? Anything someone wants to talk about? Anything I can help with? Shout out to Paolo Carpinello. We love you, man. We appreciate you. Shout out to anyone that gave it the fan funding. $10 in Super Chat. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless each and every one of you. And shout out to anyone that jumps into any of the links below and sends me commission or helps me out. I really appreciate that. Much love to you, your family, and all the good traders out there. Okay. The 4-hour candle's about to close. Amen. Tell us about how you love your family. That's the best ending. I love my family the most, man. Thank you for saying that. They're awesome. My kids are amazing. My wife is awesome. And everyone in my life just really helps my life in an amazing way. So let's take, in that mention, let's take a big sip of the lemon water, everyone. Let's hydrate ourselves. Let's stay blessed with the blessings of water. Drink the purest thing that we can. A little bit of salt ain't bad for a little bit of electrolytes. My request for you is to keep doing what you're doing because it's amazing. Thank you. The Living Monk. Make 600 today. Thanks to you. You did it yourself. Shout out to Living Monk. We love you. We appreciate you. Everyone, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I go out, you know, I want to take care of everyone that helps me out and everyone that helps my channel grow. So if you showed up some love, I'm showing you my love every day by being here. I'll be back tomorrow, God willing, inshallah. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for blessing me with your time. And I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. This long looks like it's going to continue up. I'm telling you. It looks like I'm going to win this one, and we're going to continue to pump to the upside like we wouldn't believe. So, hey, you do you, though. I can't tell you. I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. I love you all. Have a great day. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. You can. You will. You are the best. Remember, do you know what the secret to success is? It's getting started. Dang it, I hit the wrong button. like this one. This is my favorite jam. Crypto's life, baby. I'll let this one rock out, and then I'm going to be gone. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. God bless each and every one of you. You're all blessed. You know that. Bye.